I'm properly at 8:35. We'll call the meeting order. It's okay.
Still my fault.
It is.
We've already done our business.
We're under adverse conditions here, so.
It is. It's
Not in our normal room. We don't have our clock.
I figured you wouldn't wear a tie today.
I got made fun of when mine was broken. I couldn't. So.
Well, my arm's broke.
go ahead, Lisa.
Lisa.
How are you guys today?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Cool.
It is cold, isn't it? Cold and windy. Just goes up through.
Terrible.
I've got 2 step raises I would like to have you guys consider. Amelia Romo going from range 4, step 3 to range 4, step 4. And then for Karen Petty, range 4, step 2 to range 4, step 3. And this would be effective May 1. It's time for their annual. I'm a little late on Amelia. That one slipped by me.
You budgeted for this, right?
How long have they both been there?
Karen, this is her 2nd year and Amelia's 3rd year. Oh wait,
Yeah.
or would it be 3rd and 4th year? If there was, Karen's going to step 3. No, it'd be 2 years. 2 and 3.
I make a motion to raise Karen Petty from range 4, step 4 to range 4, step 3, and Amelia Romo from range 4, step 3 to range 4, step 4.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to raise Karen Petty from 4.2 to 4.3 and Amelia from 4.3 to 4.4. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
I forgot to sign this too, so I need to sign.
26.
Don't like this.
I don't either. I don't like it when the auditors are here either, but
Put them down here.
they have to have internet. They want to be close to Lisa.
Should be a copy of that.
Say wear and tear on the elevator. I'll make a motion. We approve the minutes of April 19th, 2017.
Okay.
He goes enjoy it.
Motion and a second to approve the minutes of April 19th. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Pin don't ride down here.
No.
Carl?
How we doing today?
Great.
Good.
Nice and short.
Oh,
Next
that's
4 or 5 days.
Like the middle of winter.
well, it's it's agenda.
Oh, for that.
CDC.
Oh,
I was looking for an
40, I
opportunity.
just can't warm up now.
I was looking for an opportunity to plant more, and I think now I'm gonna wait till Monday or
You don't like the table night to get in.
yeah, I know.
Look at it.
I know.
Still don't like it.
It's like
Are you on the agenda?
No.
Okay then.
Give my table back. Is that how you're gonna do it?
Yes.
Good done. You got 10 minutes. Jeez.
You started
Rough
it.
crowd.
Yeah, I know it. Kind of give you an update on the zoning case we had Monday night. I did not attend. I've had some eye problems, and so I was trying to get that fixed. And anyway, so I asked Don to do it. Found out then Mr. Gillespie has shingles, and he wasn't there. But the board went on.
Oh, okay.
They went on with the information, and it was approved. So I'll bring it to you guys in 14 days. And so, but it was approved. So The ones that, actually need to talk to them, the ones that are going to renew their contract is Mitch Menace, his contract ran out, Ivan Milton, and Debbie Suter. There is one though that we need to, and I talked to Carolyn. We go to executive session on, okay. All right. Anyway, what I'm going to ask you to do is, because we need to fill a position on the zoning commission, and we wanted to give Todd Wyckoff a call for up in that area. The person we're losing was from up in that area.
I can talk to Todd.
Okay, okay. And if he's ready to go, then he can just let you know, and we'll put him on, and we just need his address, his phone number, and I think he'd be good on
It
that.
would be good.
But you're losing more than that, or?
No, just one.
Oh.
Just one. The others said they would do it.
Oh, all right.
The others said they would do it.
Okay.
That's a pretty good board.
Isn't that, that's a good board.
Yeah.
Started right here, in this room.
A lot of things started in this.
You know, I think it started in this room.
I'm not talking about the director, I'm talking about the people on the board.
Yeah, yeah. I already knew that from your comment last week. And
So was there anybody at that meeting that you had to, so
Nobody showed up.
that'd be kind of hard to have with
We barely had
Lawrence being in
5
there.
Board members.
board members, but they went ahead and did a good
you know,
job.
it happened before to where they couldn't show up, the applicant, but you know, if we know what's going on, and we do.
You couldn't ask him any questions. So.
No, but this here was kind of,
Cut and dry.
Yeah, Carl had
That's what it was.
pictures and DG explained it and they didn't really have any questions.
and then after we talk to you guys, then what we do, just kind of on this, because whenever it deals with vehicles and the highway and the sign and so forth, we send this permit, then goes to the state. They're probably approve theirs, and then they send us a copy of theirs, and the state's, and that comes into there.
He's gonna put a sign there. Or what?
Well, what we did is we covered it. We made sure, because, I mean, he you know, I mean, most people want a sign,
Oh, yeah.
so we went ahead and covered in this permit, so we don't have to come back 6 months from now where he puts the sign up, and then the state says, you don't have a permit for a sign. So this permit covered everything.
It's gonna be right on the corner or right close to his building.
Probably close to the building. I mean, he didn't go into depth on the sign, but we covered it.
Yeah.
And then
I
that
don't think the
setback.
state would let it put one on the corner.
Yeah,
What?
I don't think their state's pretty touchy on that.
that's right.
Yeah, I don't think he want one right on the corner anyway.
I don't think they
Vision.
Anyway, so that went well, where it sounds, and then you get with Todd,
Yeah.
and we're taking him immediately
Okay.
then on that there. The other thing I talked to you guys last week on is my contract, and you wouldn't know what Pawnee was gonna do. I'm just kind of speculating, okay? Because we're gonna meet for sure Monday. What they're looking at probably doing is, instead of opening up the job, because it's a 4-year contract, the way it kind of says, they would like me to probably sign for at least re-sign for the 4 years, and then when she gets a 2 years experience, then I'll bow out of the contract, and then they'll pick her up. And the reason I told them I think that'd be better, they've invested too much money for starters in her to get the designation. You really shouldn't just let somebody go then and let them go to another county, otherwise you wasted the money. So I think that's what they're gonna do. So when it happens, for sure, I'll let you know. But and I talked to Ellsworth, and they're not gonna open it. They're gonna re-sign it. So that's where I'm standing then on that. Certify, we're gonna certify probably the week of May 22nd. Okay. I know. It won't be on the 22nd.
National
Yeah.
holiday.
Bad luck.
If the courthouse is open.
Yeah, it might be closed that day. It takes a whole week.
I'm surprised they don't know.
So then, So that'll give, will that be over? okay?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. So then we'll move on, and then I'll probably come down with you guys in just a couple weeks with the budget then. And all that, ready to go. So, all right, you guys have anything for me? Are you guys going to this at Larned?
I'm gonna try to go to it.
You gonna go, okay.
You going?
I don't know, they're gonna pretty well just talk about me.
That's what
You see all the listings.
Well, say, have you been
That's
doing
why we're
your
gonna
job?
Yeah,
We're gonna go.
I'm kinda impressed actually that KAC's doing that.
It
They've
is.
done it for a few years.
They have?
Mhm.
But we actually got one that's pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually they're not that close.
First Glory.
They probably, they're right
Where is
south
Glory
of, right
Beach?
south of courthouse. They probably only do this in counties where there's appraiser issues.
Probably.
Way of reading.
Good, Andy. Thanks for your confidence.
They're gonna talk about a lot of legislative things, see that.
A lot of
Did
appraisers.
you register yet? Are you?
I haven't yet. I figured our county clerk could register if we wanted to go.
When is it?
May 11th.
May 11th over there.
I was signed up for the farm
Third.
management meeting, but I'll go to this.
This Thursday night, is it? Thursday? May 11th, Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, I have Thursday.
Okay, you guys have anything for me then?
I
Or
don't-
any
I haven't
comments?
heard any more from people.
I think I've done enough for one day.
No, I think I told you last week, we got the closing statement, so, I mean, the closing argument in writing, so, no, probably another week.
I've talked to two different farmers that were there and got two totally different
You
opinions.
did?
Yes, I did. One of them was not happy at all, and the other one thought it went pretty well, so. I have no clue.
Your perspective, I
Yep.
They were listening to them.
They're buddies, but they certainly had a different perspective on it.
I'm darned. Okay.
One of them said, we didn't do a bit of good, and the other one says, I'm kind of optimistic, I think we did all right. Okay. They just both grabbed me and bit my ears.
All right, well, I'm gonna get out of your way then. Thank you, guys. Thanks.
guess. You ready?
Yeah.
City clerk over here wants to know if they can have their bingo, they have bingo jubilee over in the annex from 9 to midnight.
On Jubilee,
The Friday, the 26th, from 9 p.m. to midnight. They don't actually sell pop and candy and stuff, but people will be bringing it in, and
Bring pop in,
they'll bring whatever in.
that would be the only problem.
I know, we just have the carpets cleaned.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. But then on Saturday, they're having it over in the Dillon's building.
Yeah, I saw something else going on there in Dillon's Friday, I think.
Why did
Well,
they?
that's where the beer garden is.
Oh,
yeah, of course.
So I told them I'd have to ask, because
Why don't they have it in the same place 2 nights in a row?
you can't have bingo by a beer garden. That'd just be wrong.
It's illegal.
I suppose there's a
Gambling and
ban.
drinking
I don't
is
know.
illegal.
Come on, Kurt.
I don't know.
That would just be wrong.
Yeah, yes.
You can't drink and gamble at the same time.
I don't know.
What were those people in Vegas thinking?
I'm just asking what you guys want me to
I'd
do.
rather leave them out there myself.
wherever what?
Just have,
Pretty
they can have
easy.
it Dillon's 2 nights in a row.
Fine with that.
Is that the consensus?
I would say, unless there's a pretty hefty deposit for a cleaning fee.
Well, usually the deposit fee is $200.
What did it cost to clean carpets? Because you know you're
A lot
gonna
more
do
than
that.
$200.
Well, so you know you're gonna have to do
It
that.
costs a lot more than
I
$200.
would doubt
Yeah, I don't.
The deposit to the cost of what it costs to clean it? I'm just asking, it does not matter to me.
I would
be
say-
Then they'll back out of it. anyway.
Well, I would say the deposit should be a minimum of that. And I don't wanna say they can't use it, but
Okay.
that. Well, it is a community building.
right. But I mean, if we went to the expense of just cleaning the carpets, then that needs to be done as well.
Okay.
Let's see what they think about that.
We can negotiate.
Okay.
Next.
We have
Good morning, Mayor.
two law enforcement here.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to see us before you came in here
Oh,
yesterday.
I think
All right, we'll recess.
Can you research spreading the oil, the tank bottom oil on township roads, the real sandy township roads?
I can. My question is somebody doing this?
They want to.
They want to.
And your question to me is it
What do-
violates some sort of EPA?
No. I just want to know the channels and what type of an agreement, if it is legal to do, what type of agreement can we draw up for the township board, for us, all the landowners, everybody involved, so we're all on the same page.
Okay, so
Particularly the Kansas Department of Health.
KDHE. KCC told a landowner that it was okay to do, as long as all the landowners agreed to it and the commissioners allowed it.
But I also heard that they need to test
Yeah,
what they're putting on there. You might check out the legalities of
yeah.
what they have to do to get the product approved.
Because there's an oil company that will do this, give them the product, grade it in, work it into the road, free of charge.
the oil companies.
This oil company, yeah.
I might suggest you go out and talk to DG and the
Yeah.
appraiser's office. He has a contact at the state that, I think the last time that township did it, he talked to him.
Okay.
I can't think of the guy's name.
I just want to make sure we're on this.
Okay.
Because right now it's a minimum maintenance road,
One of them is.
so that would have to be minimum maintenance or abandoned.
I don't know.
So I assume this helps the oil companies to be able to get in.
Get rid of their junk.
Well, it gets rid of their tank bottoms, so to speak, and it helps these real
Improve the
sandy
roads so they
roads
can
where
get in and out.
people can get in and out.
Okay.
around.
But the township board's not necessarily in favor of it.
Well, one township board, the guy told me was okay with it. One of them raised an eyebrow to it, so,
Do you say what?
you know.
He doesn't think it'll make the road better.
Okay.
That it's been a disaster other places, is what he told me, so. I don't know if they need township board approval or.
Yeah, I don't know. that
That's
either.
the legalities of that, I mean.
We need to know all that. If we can just do it, or if the township has to,
We gotta take a drive over there and look at that, but.
I've been down it.
Is
Not all
it
of it.
clean enough to put that stuff on?
I don't know that. I mean, it's
The
been,
road's gotta be clean, you start mixing it up with grass and stuff, it won't work, but.
from Jeff Scott's house north, east, back to, I don't know, First Street, I would call it. Then the one,
The first, just the mile line north of Jeff's and then back to
Yes.
east or St. John.
Yes,
It's gonna take a lot of work just even getting the roadway up to snuff to even go through there. Last time I went through there, they mowed it finally, but it's.
you'd have to have that road clean to mix that stuff in with good dirt and keep working.
but
Last time it was just sand ridge,
Yeah.
grass everywhere else.
so.
There's some legitimate questions as to
There
whether
is,
it'll work.
yeah.
Okay. I'll work on it.
Anything else? You got anything else? Go for it.
Apparently, and I didn't realize it, but it's become something of an issue. Individuals who are out help me out.
They're
Digging,
digging roads
Oh.
in the township roadways
And
I
they're
heard about
off the edge
this.
of the black.
and they're
roadway.
going off, I mean, I don't know, the issue we're gonna have is going on other people's property, I think that's trespassing. But I know some law enforcement expressed that some of the landowners are upset. Do we want to restrict people digging in the ditches, public access?
Hayes Township.
Yeah, Riley Hudson Township Board passed a ordinance within their township that says no digging, period.
Anywhere?
Anywhere in the township unless you have permission from the grid landowner.
And it has to be on the land, not
On
the
the
ditch
land.
way.
So,
Not in the right of way.
not in the right of way. At all in
They
the
leave
township.
holes, I mean, it's.
Yeah, there's a group of them that are doing it, that are doing it the right way. But, and they're covering their stuff up, but there's another group that just
Roots?
dig the root.
And then they take it.
Roots?
No.
I had a defendant Monday
No.
in court. That's how he made a living. Is I'm trying to think where he took it to.
So
Great
Poisington.
Bend, Poisington.
Yeah.
He digs up these roots that are medicinal and takes them to some pharmacy in Poisington that then pays him 40-some cents a pound or something for harvesting these.
Snake root, poke root, I mean, there's all sorts of
It's a
different
natural remedy, you know.
And they're digging them out in other people's property then? or-
other property.
They just grew
Yeah,
one.
they're going in.
Well, if it's on somebody else's property, I think then it's a criminal trespass.
But we're digging in the
Right away.
township right of ways and in the county right of ways. And it's, honestly, it's becoming a problem. More and more we're getting.
We're getting calls about strange people in ditches, they're, you know.
I would
And-
never guess this.
Boy,
I heard, when I first heard
I have
about this,
seen them,
like,
they
you've
are
gotta
strange
be
looking
kidding.
people.
I mean, that's why,
I thought they were digging for fishing.
No.
No.
It's not.
Yes, I need to get out tomorrow.
you can't.
We even have them digging at nighttime.
Yeah.
We caught them at nighttime digging.
So I
What
just,
what do they dig with?
Shovel,
Shovel,
pickaxe.
pickaxe.
Not a machinery.
No.
No.
Okay.
But it's the point when they dig it, they don't cover the hole back up.
Okay.
Some say they do, some say they don't. I don't think they do.
So you may lose half of an owner tractor in a ditch somewhere before it's all said and done.
so I don't know if that's anything you all want to address. I'm just bringing it to you for your.
What do you guys think? Do we need to address it, or?
I would honestly, it'd stop the problem now before it gets real big. I would honestly like to see at least a county ordinance against it.
I would have never guessed it'd be a small property, but I suppose it.
Somebody like digging.
Yeah.
I mean, it started out nice small, and
or something.
it's,
Right away, yeah.
it's starting to become a problem now. Everything's green up again. Yeah.
Why we'd like to see it stop.
Well, the weeds that they're digging are only, I mean, not like they grow all year round,
Yeah.
so. I don't,
They still can't be tearing up.
I don't think
They're
the
right
right
away.
executive session can, attorney-client privilege.
Yeah,
Yeah.
15, 20, 30.
Just 5
15
minutes.
minutes.
They shouldn't take-
I'd make a motion to go into executive session to attorney-client privilege for 15 minutes with us here, everybody here, present.
A second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to go into executive session for 15 minutes for attorney-client privilege, including commissioners, Nita, Mike, and sheriff officers. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
I do, and I literally just walked in and there was a phone message. I believe it's from an attorney, and I'll read I have not called this person back, and I don't know that we need to do anything today. I'll call her and talk to her and find out what it is. But the message says, the Catholic parish in Seward is closing. They have a cemetery that is maintained by Lincoln Township. Do they convey the cemetery to the township or the county? Oh,
That cemetery is its own district. They have their own board and they levy their own tax dollars. No, they're their own. It should.
so if they want to give it, it says,
Is that coming from the board or?
it says Tamara Davis attorney, and I'll call her and find out. if
Tell her
she's-
they're their own standing cemetery board, they levy their own amount of taxes, so it shouldn't go to anybody. It should remain St. Francis Xavier Cemetery, I would
Unless
think.
that board, as long as the board's,
Yeah, they're still functioning,
how is that board elected? Are they elected or how are they?
they just
a
find
church
people up
picks-
there.
okay.
That's, it's not even really church people, just whoever will get on the board,
They're probably wanting to give it up.
so.
That's what it sounds like, they want to give it up. They don't want to be responsible.
The board?
I'll call and ask her.
Call and find out, because I'll do some, yeah. I can't think that up there. They're pretty proud of their cemetery. I mean, it's a nice little cemetery.
Okay. But they have their own district,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's their own cemetery district up there, and their own,
and we have 5 or 6 cemeteries,
Oh,
more than that.
try 12 or 13.
And soon to be 14. Well, that.
Well, that's not a cemetery district.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why,
I literally walked in this morning and they
Okay.
handed it to me and I got to the door. Do you want to discuss a hospital?
Sure.
I don't know if I have anything. I mean, I saw an email between the doctor and Dick Hay, but I don't know that anything is.
As of yesterday, I convinced Dick to search out the attorney that he mentioned, and he did, reluctantly. He did, but he says, I don't expect to hear back from him, that's all I know. But
Okay, Dick did it reluctantly, or?
Dick did it reluctantly because he said, he started chasing Carter. But he did send it to him, and then he emailed me and he says, I did it, but I don't expect to hear back from him. That's as far as it's gone, but basically Carter's trying to run and hide from him.
Well, I was looking at the email, there was days would pass between exchanges, so. And then also, I sent the second AG request 2 weeks ago and have not heard anything.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want me to follow up with a phone call just to say, did you get it, where are we at? Do you want
I think it's gonna
use
take-
your channel?
We can, it's gonna take a month anyway, I think.
Okay.
I'll correspond with Dick about that, though, whether we ought to try to follow up, but I don't think so yet.
Very well.
Okay, Ryan said, their township is just going off the state statute 68-545 on county and township roads. We just agreed to enforce it.
68,
545. I don't know what.
so maybe it's already in place then.
I don't know.
Well, we will convene in my office and.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Read that one, so.
Yeah. Anything else?
Yes, sir.
You have anything?
Nope.
We'll adjourn.